Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Before I start this presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Nur MALIANA AIDA Binti ROSNIZAM and my matric number is A20A1758. And for your information, I am the representative of the presenter from Group A. Nice to meet all of you and I hope you are in the good health. Based on the analysis of the views that have been studied, this paper aims to analyze the issues of the Islamic financial system and its challenges in Malaysia. So, we find that Islamic banks in Malaysia have imposed tawid, compensation and gharamah penalty if any customer delays the payment of installment to the bank. So, the statement of the problem that is tried to be highlighted is related to the effect of the use of fines and compensation that were introduced so as to cause the emergence of the element of usury, that is, interest in the contract. This has caused the Malaysian community to experience challenges and difficulties in making payment due to the larger amount of payments than before. For your information, Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad was established in 1983 and from all Islamic countries, Malaysia considered a pioneer in contractual IF mainstream. Before I go any further, what do you understand about Islamic finance? Okay, basically, Islamic finance is a financial system ordered directly by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala through the most holy Al-Quran and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Therefore, these principles of Islamic finance are divided into three, the basic law of which is the prohibition of usury, gharar and maisir. So, I think that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter, which is HAZIQAH.
Thank you, Aida. Before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Binti Abdullah. My matric number is A20A1755. So, I will explain about the issue in the article that our group chose, which is critical review on issues and challenges of Malaysia's Islamic financial system. There are 6 issues in this article. The first issue is about Islamic banking in Malaysia. This issue has been studied and commented in more details on tawid and gharamah. Tawid will also accrue after the expiry of the debt repayment period agreed by both parties to the contract, where gharamah can be defined as a penalty or fine imposed on the debtors as a frequency measure to prevent delays in performing debt payments. Among the causes of these issues is late payment charges. The second issue is about human capital market. This human capital market issue has involved a challenge, namely buying in sukuk or known as bond. This article has revealed in relation to sukuk or bond trading that has taken place in the human capital market and has led to the accrual of buying or sales of debt. The third issue is about Takaful industry. Takaful industry is one of the benefits obtained by family members or on staff in unwanted events such as road accidents or deaths that accrue due to a tragedy. Takaful institutions will solve the problem that accrue if they want to distribute benefit either to family members or to be used as hibah. Number 4 is Islamic finance courts. This issue is happening because there are many differences that occur in the legal system for Islamic finance and the conventional legal system. The Bank Negara Malaysia and the Malaysian judiciary have set up a MOHAMMAD that will be tried in a special high court. Next is Society Professions of Islamic Finance. Most people often misunderstand the existing Islamic banking and finance because they lack knowledge and awareness about Islamic finance. The community must improve their thinking and perceptions so that the rate of community use of Islamic finance will increase, as well as help more people to be open-minded and not compare Islamic finance with commercial finance. The last one is Sharia provisions and the current legal framework. Transactions for Islamic finance are not recognized by some judges as they have the unique natures and characteristics of Islamic finance and led to the occurrence of conflict. Bank Negara Malaysia has set up a legal harmonizers communities to resolve the conflict and build a platform that can be used to build Islamic finance.
Thank you, Zika. My name is Nur Yana FARAHIDA Binti MOHAMMAD IZHAM and my matrix number is A20A1740. I am the next presenter from my group and I will continue the presentation on new finding or significant information. One of the important information are the Middle East Islamic Bank have adopted the concept of karamah only and not use concept ta'wid with karamah at the same time. This is because they agree that if using the two concepts together, it will lead to usury in their banking system, and usury is one of the things forbidden by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Therefore, the Islamic banking system in Malaysia should use this method in transaction. Next information is Islamic bank should form a tabarruk fund. This tabarruk fund is made for charity and helps, not just for commercial purpose. This is because when customers pay late on their debt and the bank give them a charge for delay payment, the bank can use the money to pay any service and expenses. In fact, the bank can use the balance for gift to poor and needy. This can help our country reduce poverty. In addition, using the concept of pay al-din is a Sharia ban term for debt trading which refer to debt financing. Pay al-din also have category contract which is discount sale and purchase, also known as bay muwada'ah, and another category contract is sale at cost price or known as bay tawliyah. If Islamic banking use this concept, it can encourage the bank to use strict guidelines so that the regulation framework can support the exciting facility and it can eliminate the exciting risk and qarar. The last one of important information is the bank need to use more and variety of financing product. Stakeholders should be explained about maqasid syariah and other tools which is maslahah, benefit and darurah necessity in more depth so that they can understand them in the right context and not take the wrong path.
Hi, my name is SHYAMIZA binti ZAHARI and I'm the next presenter for the relevant issue. Takaful is one of the financial institutions found in Islamic finance. Takaful occurs when participants who contribute regularly to mutual fund intend to jointly guarantee each other. There are three main functions. The first one is provide income protection, and the second one is asset preservation, and the third one is Takaful institution can settle debt. There are two types of Takaful. Firstly is general Takaful and secondly is family Takaful. General Takaful is an institution that has a short-term policy. Operator will distribute any surplus to participants every year. Takaful can also be divided into two types, motor and non-motor, depending on the type of vehicle involved. It can be renewed periodically. And secondly is family Takaful. Family Takaful is a long-term institution where most of the participants make saving for their children's education expenses, pension and compensation for dependents in the event of something undesirable. Among the products offered are retirement plan, retirement annuities, workout plan, and ancillary benefits such as coverage for critical illness, disability, and more.
My name is Nur Anisa binti MUSTAFFA KAMAL and my matric number is A20A1713. I am the next presenter and I will draw conclusions based on the reviews of this article. Based on the study of this article, we can conclude that Islamic finance is still facing various difficulties and challenges. There are some recommendations to overcome the difficulties and challenges in Islamic finance. First, Islamic banks should set up a tabarruk fund to avoid conflicts over late payment fees. Second, after deducting service fees and other expenses from this fund, the Islamic bank shall distribute the balance of the fund to the fakir, the poor and the welfare. Third, the bank may take into account the situation of the borrower when the customer is experiencing serious financial problems. Lastly, Islamic banks are urged to offer profit sharing based on financing products to meet Sharia objectives. Takaful companies are not encouraged to share surplus with participants if they do not use the murabah model. In a family takaful, the nominee must act as the executor and transfer the takaful benefits to the beneficiary as soon as the participant dies, according to Islamic inheritance law. Despite the existence of a legal, regulatory and Sharia governance framework, Islamic finance still faces a number of issues and challenges. To address these issues, the report recommends that the government fund efforts to develop more expert and skilled talent for business, as well as expand the number of Islamic financial institutions. Second, existing Islamic banking institutions will be responsible for actively promoting awareness campaign throughout the country, regardless of race or religion, as well as providing adequate information and services. As such, this research will help the Islamic finance industry find ways to address the current issues and challenges it faces.